Hey, welcome to the Produce Garden. I've done a couple of videos as top 10s, 10 ways to be more self-sufficient, 10 ways to save water in the garden. Today I'm going to go through a two-part series, top 10 to be or have a more eco-friendly home. Now I did this video this morning, but I tend to ramble on a bit, so it went for ages, so I'm going to split it up into two parts, so obviously 1 to 5 and then 6 to 10. So this is the first one, of course. Now the first one is to recycle. Unless you've been living in a cave for the last 15 years, everyone knows about recycling now. In Australia, I'm not sure about the rest of the world, but in Australia we get recycle bins. So we have three bins basically. A green waste bin, a recycling bin and a regular rubbish bin. Now, a lot of people still don't recycle for some reason. I don't know why, they just can't be bothered, or they throw everything into the rubbish bin or everything into the recycle bin, so it all gets mixed up. Glass, all your plastics like your milk cartons, all that kind of stuff, paper, cardboard, all that stuff can be recycled. So if we kind of just pull together a little bit and recycle more, we'll reduce the impact and the amount of plastics that have to be produced brand new all the time. Number 2, switch off at the power point. So everything that we use in the home that's electronic, we can just turn it off at the power point. Some things you might have to leave on, like the phone and etc., for obvious reasons, but heaps of things we leave on. I used to always just leave stuff on at the power point and not turn it off, but if you leave things on at the power point, they're on standby, what's known as standby. So standby is, it's still using power. An average home uses about between $180 and $200 worth of power a year just because of things being left on. So you turn something off, it's not that hard just to flick it off at the switch. And I understand that not everyone's going to turn everything off at the power switch, but even just a few things. When you go to bed, turn off the TV at the power point, or when you're going to work, turn your radio or the TV or whatever was on off at the power point. Make a cup of tea, make your tea, turn it off at the power point. It's really easy. The switch will just be there, so a little thing like that can just save heaps as far as our greenhouse gas emissions too, so that's something really easy. Number 3, read a book. I know that sounds a bit vague, but so many times, me and everyone, I think most nights we tend to get home, eat, and then just sit in front of the TV and just watch another cop show or crime drama that's on. So rather than do that for once, just read a book or have a conversation with someone. Don't turn the TV on or leave the radio off for a night and just talk. You know, it doesn't have to be, you know, Wuthering Heights or a novel or anything like that, just anything, a magazine that you like, or a book about organic gardening or anything like that, and just, you know, kind of feed your mind rather than just, you know, sitting in front of the TV and being a zombie all the time. Like, I do it myself, but I'm trying to break the habit of not watching so much TV and just reading a little bit more. Number 4, subscribe to eco websites. Now, if you've got the internet at home, it's really easy to look up different websites that'll just give you more information than I can in regards to things you can do around the home and things you can do in your local area too, to be more aware and more eco-friendly. There's heaps of good sites. In Australia anyway, in Victoria where I am, there's the Mount Alexander Sustainability Group, which are really good. They're not good local group, do lots of good things around here. There's Friends of the Earth. I think theirs is just foe.org.au. Another good site with heaps of good tips on there, and there's heaps of other ones like Planet Ark, different solar websites, even Greenpeace, things like that. If you just get onto one of the search engines and just put in eco tips or eco-friendly tips or eco-saver tips, anything like that, you'll just get a plethora of things come up, heaps of different websites. So it's not that hard, and lots of them have e-newsletters that you can just put in your email address, and they'll send out different newsletters to you, probably on about a monthly basis. I think I get mine, just with what's happening, global news, what the government's doing, etc., you know, all that kind of stuff. You can even contact your own shire, your own council, local government too, on their website, and they'll send you information about what they're doing for the local area. Number 5, use eco-friendly detergents. Now, it's a big thing. Everyone pretty much in Australia knows about using grey water, so water from your washing machine. Some people, I only class laundry water as grey water, but grey water from the kitchen and all that kind of stuff. All of my water pretty much comes out into the garden. and it's really easy to use. You shouldn't store it because of the sulfates that in it build up, and they can be quite, they'll have a residual effect on the plants and can be quite harmful over time. So using eco-friendly detergents is a lot better, I think, because you won't have that build-up in the soil, the plants won't be burnt after a long time, you'll be reusing your water, you're not putting any toxins back into the soil, into your own garden. Nowadays the eco-friendly ones cost just the same as the normal ones, so it's not like years ago organic vegetables and fruit and all that was like twice the price, and you know, people aren't going to buy it and do it when it's like that because they just can't afford it. But nowadays eco-friendly detergents do have the same price value as everything else pretty much. So if you just look around in your supermarket when you go shopping, and you'll find something, they'll always have a little symbol like a frog or something like that that says eco-friendly on there. So it's not that hard. Now I'm going to stop the video and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to do the other 5 parts. Any questions, just give me a yell.